Hey everyone, in the last session we have seen some of the prerequisites to start with the mobile automation. Here we will start creating the prompt file. I will copy the entire prompt file from here notepad, and I'll go to my editor, and there I'll create a folder called prompts. In this under this folder I'll directly copy the file which I've created, and I'll add a name for that e-commerce login to purchase .yaml, and this file should be in a YAML format. So I'll directly copy the entire file which I have here, and this is the login screen, and this is how I've added the details. Here I've added the device name, bundle ID, and for each screen I've added a separate step so that it will identify which screen it is. So let me show from the beginning. Here this is the username, this is the password, then it will enter and click on sign in button. Let me log in with my username and password. Entering the username, okay, click on sign in button here. Once I click on sign in button, this is the home screen where I need to click one of the product here. I need to click on the product or the element which contains text as crew neck, which is the first product here, so that I will open that particular product details page. And once I land on the product details page, here I need to click on size M. So here it is size M, and then click on add to cart button. So this is my entire scenario. So the first thing, I need to start my Appium server in 4723 port. So here I have opened the terminal and starting my Appium server. Appium server is started. Then I'll come to CLI commands, copy this Appium MCP chatbot command, go to my editor here, right, and I will clear this. Okay, then let me run this command. This is how it looks like, the interactive chat bot mode, right. I'll just let me log out from the simulator, and here it will ask some of the details, that is what is the platform which I'm running, that is iOS, and it is asking what is the iOS version. I can check that iOS version from this Xcode. So here it is 18.5. let me add that the same version here in the chatbot, and then it will ask for what is the device name. I can copy this device name from this Xcode like this and add it here. And what is the bundle ID? As we discussed, we can take the bundle ID from the Xcode. I'll go to my project and copy the bundle ID from signing and capabilities screen. Yeah, so once it takes all the details, it has given some of the options what you want to do, whether you want to explore, generate, test or something. First I need to explore and generate the page objects. So I am entering the first option here, and the Appium server and the Bedrock initiation started. So it is entering the email ID and the password here. So what it is doing is it is sending the entire prompt as a context to Bedrock, and whatever suggestions comes from Bedrock LLM, so it will execute via the MCP what we have added here. So that's why if you see the interaction, everything it shows details like what element it is identifying, what is the locator of it, and if it is not finding the exact locator, it is not failing at the first attempt, it will go and retry one or two times, then it will say that it is not finding, it will continue for the next step, it will not stop there itself, right. If you see here, it has clicked on the PDP, one of the product here, and then it has to scroll down. Now it has to select the size here, and then it will click on the add to cart button. So now the entire execution is done. If you scroll above and take a look on one of the logs here, let's see. Yeah, I'm just looking for some of the detailed logs so that we can understand how this interaction is happening. Yeah, I think this is the right thing. Yeah, when it is trying to add, click on the add to cart button, right. So if you see here, it has suggested 4 actions. First action is it has to go and find the element, right, and next action says that okay, it has to find the element, and it got the element with this particular accessibility ID, and this is the accessibility ID. Next action will be it will go and click on that element by using the accessibility what it is suggested. So this is how the LLM suggests based on the page source what we will be sending to AWS Bedrock. So like that it continues for a different steps and then it finishes the execution. So once execution is done, there will be a folder called page objects. If you go and check it, so this is a login screen, home screen and product details screen. So let's open one of these screen here and see how it has generated the locators and the other usable methods. So this is a login screen. Okay, let me minimize this. So it has got the email ID, password and all the locators got created as per the syntax and what is the different locators it has, and based on that it has created. Similarly it has created for home screen also, but if you see here there is one problem. It has got some elements right and some of the elements it has created as it is not having the right details for it. It has just created with some number, random number. There we need to add and tweak little bit and change accordingly. Similarly for product details page, here I am modifying the size M locator. So this is how the page objects will be generated for the scenario. You can go and try it, and once it generates the page objects, you need to look into and you need to review whether it has generated the proper locator or not. Then you need to write a script. Try and let me know if you have any questions. Thank you.